Hey YouTube, what's going on? Hey, just thought I'd give you a little update here from Matagalpa, Nicaragua. It is Sunday, September 24th, and it's a beautiful night out. I couldn't resist coming out on the front porch here and just to give you a quick peek of the view here, just overlooking the city. It's beautiful, it's nice. Never as cool as I would like it to be, but it is fairly cool. Nice breezes tonight, so I was out here enjoying this, and I thought, well, I'll do a quick update. So, a couple things. I thought I'd tell you a doctor story, a dentist story, and I'll catch you up on what Lydia and I are doing here. So, Lydia is in the U.S. currently, and she had a couple... woke up and had a little bit of pressure, felt like some pressure was on her heart. And so went and got it checked out and ended up going to 3 doctors here in Matagalpa. Well, 2 doctors here in Matagalpa and 1 in Chinandega. And so she went and just, she basically got 3 different answers from 3 different doctors. And one had even put her on high blood pressure and cholesterol medicine. I guess the big thing was that she felt some uncomfortable here. Could have been indigestion, or I don't know. But then after that, like this big, huge hill that we walk up and down all the time, and it is steep. I'm telling you, it is really steep. But the hill, she would get like halfway up and then stop and catch her breath. And we had been going up it pretty easily beforehand. So just to make sure, Lydia flew home, was checked out by a couple of cardiologists in Naples, and apparently everything's fine. Said there was a little bit of liquid around her heart, but she could come back and get checked in 6 months or a year, no restrictions, she can go ahead and exercise. So it seems like everything there is okay. We're going to continue, trying to, lightning. We're going to continue working towards, our ultimate diet. And we're exercising a lot here in the gym and just doing long walks every off gym day. So hopefully we're getting healthier and healthier every day. Dentist story. Okay, so dentists are very inexpensive here, and most are 6 or 7 Cordobas for a cleaning. And so it's, rough. It's anywhere from, let's say, $20 to, at the high end, maybe $30 for a cleaning. However, this is something you may run into. So I thought I'd just give you a forewarning. So, like in the U.S., what I'm used to at least is you go into the dentist, and basically they do 2 things, or a couple big things. First, they scrape all the tartar off of your teeth, and then usually they come in with the polisher thing, and they kind of polish everything up, floss you and everything, and that's about it. So it's getting off the tartar part and the polishing part. So the first part of getting off the tartar was something that was very unusual and at least not comfortable to me, because instead of using like one of those little hooky pick things to kind of scrape the tartar off, they used something that I would think would be more like the drill thing. It was a zzz. So I guess using one of those helps them get the tartar off faster, but it was uncomfortable to me. I will not do that again. If I ever go the next time I go get my teeth cleaned, I'm only going if they're going to use one of those little hook scraper things to get the tartar off. This seemed really rough, and actually Lydia was in the kind of waiting room area, and she was going to go next, and I told her, I said, I think we should talk before you go get your teeth cleaned. So she did not do it. And anyway, I talked to another expat that lives here, and she told me that she had the same thing happen. And I can't remember if she said during that first time or after that first time. Now she only goes to people that'll use the little hooky scraper thing. So just a little forewarning, you all can, one of the reasons to watch this channel is so you can learn from smart things we do and stupid things we do, and just weird things that kind of come up that you might run into as well. So I guess the 2 morals to the story. If I ever had anything serious, and I've been told this before, but if I had a serious medical condition, there's 2 hospitals in Managua that both have a reputation of being excellent. One they call the military hospital. It actually does not have a connection with the military, but that's what it's called. The other one I think is called Bella or Paya. But those 2 are both supposed to be excellent. So if you don't want to go home like Lydia did, those are a couple options for you. But if you're running like regular everyday kind of stuff, you can get anything like that done here in Matagalpa. But if it's something really serious, you may want to consider either Managua. And a lot of people, you know, for really big stuff, like if I get cancer or something like that, a lot of expats here apparently go to Colombia. The number of hospitals and the quality of the hospitals there is supposed to be spectacular. We've all, if you're watching this and you're a U.S. citizen, it's just my opinion, but we've kind of been brainwashed into thinking that the medical care in the U.S. is like the best in the world. And not that it's not good, it is definitely the most expensive in the world. But if you look at world rankings by country for healthcare, we are not the best. And we're quite a ways down on the list. So if you're thinking about retiring overseas, you're worried about, oh, I'm leaving the U.S. healthcare, there are a lot of places that have really good healthcare, either better or just as good as the U.S., many, many places. I think the last report that I saw had Mexico ranked, I think 1 or 2 spots ahead of us. Ecuador was ranked ahead of the U.S. So just something to kind of think about. We are not the best as much as we'd like to think so. There's some really, really good healthcare countries out there. So something to look into. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer anything. I don't know everything, but I'm happy to answer what I know about. The other one thing that I wanted to do is a big shout out to Donia Flor. We ran into one of our viewers in La Colonia. It's only the second time that we've run into one of our viewers here in Matagalpa. And just want to thank you for, you know, stopping Lydia and I. We were in La Colonia, which is a really nice supermarket here. And Donia Flor said, hey, you're Mr. Scott and Miss Lydia. And so we stopped and had a quick chat, but we'd love to chat with you again. If we run into you again, we would absolutely love it. Maybe we can stop and get coffee or something one of these days. But Donia Flor, if you're watching this video, thank you very much for stopping us. We really appreciate it, and we enjoyed meeting you very much. That's about it for now. We're waiting for the rain to come here and getting some lightning and everything that you've kind of seen, but beautiful night here in Matagalpa, Nicaragua. Hope that you are having a wonderful evening. And remember, if you're bored, you're trying to escape the rat race, you want to get off that U.S. hamster wheel and go have an adventure before it's too late, you're trying to retire a little bit early, remember, if you're bored, there has to be something more.